Hello, I've made some improvements to the dynamic blocks based on the feedback I got. Thank you so much for the feedback. So I hope this has made it better. So let me show you what I've done and then you let me know what you think before we go live with this in our library. So first off, I separated the embed as a separate block from the slab. So now when you click on the embed, here's your little grip and you just have the choice between the two Hiltis. And so just notice that the washer has a set offset to this standard distance based on this thin deck edge. So if you have anything different, right now these blocks will not work. Your washer may be in the wrong spot. Your insertion point is the back of the deck center line of the bolt. So that's why I put a little construction line there for you to see where that intersection is when you place this particular block. So that's the Hilti bolt dynamic blocks, so I hope that will simplify your use there. So then I made the deck edge have its own separate block, so let me show you those features. So first off, I could not get the concrete hatching to work with the block stretching feature, so if anyone knows how to do that, let me know. But I tried it a few times and it just wouldn't stretch accordingly, it would move. So I just took it out. So that's going to be something you'll have to just rehatch later once you get your size of slab, the desired size you want. But now, like I said, this deck edge is its own block. And so first off, the stretching feature. So here's your little grip. So you can just pull that and stretch in any direction you like, the set number you need. So that's a feature. Then you have the different deck types. So you have the 1/4-inch steel deck with stud. So let me show you that. This one's pretty cool. So again, I had to take away this stud from the embed option that I originally had it. So now it's part of the deck edge. So when you have this condition, again, this is a standard offset for the typical thickness of our Mac clips. But when you click on this, you have a second grip here for this stud, and now you can move that up and down at will at any height you would like and just click where you want it. So you may need a little construction line, or you may need to do the little math to know how much you need to move it, but there you go. And then again, you still have the same feature of stretching your slab to any height you desire, and that all works pretty good. So again, you'll have to do the manual update of your dimensions and your hatching of your concrete, but all of this is independent, so you can put this wherever you want. So now that you have that, sometimes though you may have a deck edge without a stud, so I gave you that option here of 1/4-inch steel deck edge without the stud. And then you also have a poured in place option where it's just a single line, and again you'll just have to do the hatching. So that is an improvement for the slab edge, so I hope that solves some concerns and gives you a little more flexibility there. And then I didn't change anything for the Mac clip itself, but what I'm thinking of doing is making separate blocks for each different profile that we have, where it has a different leg length and so forth. So I may do that and show the different options we have based on the fabs we've made already. So that may be coming, so keep an eye out for that. And then for the hook lug itself, all I did was I gave you now wind load and dead load options for both the 3-bolt and the 4-bolt. So now you have the 3-bolt wind load as well as the 4-bolt wind load. Again, just pick whichever one you'd like. And that is it. And that is there. And again, remember, this is a separate block, so you can put this wherever you want. And then the only other thing Zach was mentioning to me was the general notes will not read these repetitive notes that are within a dynamic block. So before you run gen notes, if you do, you're going to need to explode these dynamic blocks. And again, that could be something I do during my process because I have to run the dynamic blocks. I have to run gen notes during my process anyway. So I probably will be the one doing that. So just letting you know, it's something that's the only hiccup right now, but otherwise I think this will save you guys a lot of time. So again, thank you for your feedback and let me know what you think before we go live. Thanks.